Bend Public Schools Foundation Board. So I'd like to thank you for all you've done. The West Bend Public Schools Foundation started in 2007. A group of parents got together and said, you know, public funding alone is not going to give the experiences and the opportunities that we really believe that our children deserve in the West Bend community. And so the foundation started in 2007. They redid the floor in the gym. We have teacher grants where every year we invite teachers to submit ideas that will improve teaching, learning within their classrooms. And over the years, we've generally given out $15,000 to $20,000 worth of grants each of those years. In 2012, we started our biggest project ever. And we set a goal that we wanted to raise $3 million in private funds to transform the West Bend High School's auditorium into a first-class arts facility that would be used not only by the schools but also the community. There's a great deal of research that shows that communities that have strong arts cultures are strong communities, and the students as well as the community benefit. So in 2012 we set out, the campaign began in August of 2012. I would like to give a special thanks to our co-chairs, Mr. Kevin Steiner from West Bend Mutual and Mrs. Sharon Ziegler, who are honorary co-chairs and really helped us along tremendously. But more importantly, I'd also like to really thank everybody in the community who donated to this project. There was incredibly strong support. For a capital campaign, you usually work primarily with businesses, foundations, and large donations. But we had over 600 donors from within the community, from a $5 bill that somebody gave me at the farmer's market on a Saturday morning, to donations of over $500,000 as well. 96% of the funds came from the West Bend community. The staff, the students, the PTOs all worked diligently and raised over $120,000. There was a group, the whole project with the foundation started with former Superintendent Ted Knightsky, and he worked very hard along with the foundation. And there was a group of students from the high school who called themselves the Athletes for the Arts. And they were very appreciative of what the foundation has done for the athletic facilities at the high school. And they felt that, again, all students need to be recognized. So this group of students went out and did some fundraising. They had a couple concerts. But this group of primarily seniors, and I was Ted working with a small group of students, they raised over $40,000 themselves to donate to this project. It was incredible. Every penny, we basically had $2.5 million in donations specifically for the auditorium. We did additional fundraising, but of that 2.5, not a penny of it went to any of our operations or overhead. We raised that money separately. So everybody who donated, every penny went to the auditorium itself. In 2014, we had reached pledges of $2 million in the school board. Many different faces, and there's a few that are still here. Decided that they would provide the gap funding so we could go ahead and start the project and get it completed before all of our donations came in. We had pledges lasting 5 years. So on August 12, 2014, we had the groundbreaking ceremony. Immediately after that, they began tearing apart the auditorium. Now let's see, how do I go back there? I guess oh, messed up there.
Only we had a tech guy.
I got it right here. There we go. If you remember the auditorium, we had the orange and brown and green seats. They began to tear all of those out. They began working on the outside. In addition to redoing the interior of the auditorium, we also added a lobby and an art gallery because this is a celebration of all the arts, not just the performing arts. They redid the inside, the riggings within the stage. And in December of 2014, December 9th, the auditorium, the interior was completed. And it opened with a performance by the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra, which has been the Column Scholarship Program is bringing them in every year. They've been there, I think, about 20 years, haven't they? 20?
I think it's 50, isn't it? Close to.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, but they,
I think it's close to 50.
and many of them had talked about what a phenomenal difference they felt the auditorium was with the new auditorium. And you can see that the seats look looks a lot different than it did. It's a fabulous. And then in April of 2015, the exterior, the lobby art gallery was finished as well. And we have the Silver Lining Art Center, which has been used a great deal here as one of the senior art classes where they have their displays and their end of the year projects. And it's a beautiful facility. The students are very excited. Every one of the schools has had their art shows in the lobby. It's been used for many other things. We had a commitment, $2.7 million, and we needed to pay that off by December 31st of this year. We're making our last payment, $152,053. I want to thank the board and everybody in the community for all the phenomenal support of this project. So, Paul? We also finished just November 2nd with our 4th best ever gala, which we've been doing since the inception. So we're in a very strong position moving forward for grants for the teachers for the following year. We'll continue our partnership with the board and do what we can to provide the best experiences for the students of West Bend. So thank you very much. Thank you to all the board members.
Thank you.